Hey everyone, welcome to my mini tutorial on how I do GIF animations via Procreate. So everything's already pre-drawn out and grouped in layers besides the brush, and the reason for this is because this is what's going to be moving. It's going to be the main aspect of the animation. So as you can see, I did a little bit of highlighting and detail to the brush. Next time I'll actually take the time to draw something in front of you guys completely instead of having it pre-drawn, but just to save some time for this video, I already drew it out. So let's see here. Let's see what's going on. Okay, you see all these layers. You want to actually name these layers, otherwise it causes confusion. And you really don't want the confusion because throughout making a GIF, it can get really complicated. You can make mishaps and missteps, and it just ruins the entire animation at the end. But of course, I'm not even following my own advice because I'm just hitting new layer, layer 18, layer 39. You see it. It's just a mess, but I don't know, I like the challenge, but I would say in the beginning, don't do that. So what I just did is I just grouped the layers by swiping right. I'm gonna combine this top layer down into the group, and then I'm gonna unshow it. And what I'm gonna do is flatten this next group. So now the brush is merged all in one layer. It went from a group to one layer by hitting flat. So then this right here, this set background, I'm gonna go in maybe a little bit and do a little bit more detail because I'm not sure if I really like the shading and whatnot, but I just kind of quickly flew through everything for you guys. But I'll show you guys in the layers how I drew everything out. I first started making the outline and then painting it in. And these are these, which are the little paint dabs, paint trays. So let me add in a little bit of detail right here. Make it seem like there were splashes of paint going on the tray. Actually, you know what? That's gonna be part of my animation to make it more of a realistic effect. So as the paintbrush moves like this, dab, 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 I'm gonna make paint splatter on the tray. Before getting into making the splatter though, I wanna draw a little bit more detail with lines. Cool thing in Procreate is what you wanna do when drawing a line is just draw it straight and hold it, and it straightens up the line for you. That's how you get really crisp cut lines. So now I'm going to go into grouping layers. I'm going to move this shade over here. I don't know what layer this is. See, I just kind of just add a ton of layers and don't even know what is what. Okay, so it looks like these are part of this over here. So what you want to do is select here and go right, and group. Now you have that. And then you take it, and I'm just going to slide it over because it's a bit off. Mind you, I'm doing this with the selection tool again. It looks like the last two are a little bit still off, so I want to rearrange those, which I'm doing by taking this selection tool. Basically what I'm gonna do is name this brush 1. I'm now gonna get into the animation part of it and show you how I animate. I'm gonna slide right and hit duplicate. And I'm going to move this up. Each layer I'm going to be moving up and however which way I want the animation to go. And actually, you know what? I'm going to duplicate this just in case I make any mistakes. Always do that. Make sure that you duplicate layers and groups so that you can go back just in case you make a mistake later on in the animation. Because if you don't do that, there's no fixing it. Now I'm going to go into doing the animating and just sit back and watch how I basically do it. One thing I want to do though is circle around here because I plan to make this have a smooshed effect. You know, like when you're dabbing a paintbrush into a paint tray, a watercolor kit, it smashes in. And I'm doing this again with the selection tool, but by clicking warp. So warp basically allows you to warp whatever, you know, the image, however you want to mold the image around to. In here, I'm gonna fill in the brush tip with some paint because obviously when you're dipping your brush into the paint tray, you get paint on it. Now I'll go in and fill in the little splatters that will be splatting out on the paint tray as the brush dips in. Let's see how this would look so far in Animation Assist. So let's turn this on. Oh, wait, 1 second. Dang. Hold on, I'm making some missteps here. Let's also duplicate this and duplicate this one just in case I make a mistake later on. This is the background and I'm gonna merge these two. I merged them in a group and I'm gonna move them up here, away from what I'm working with. So this is the background again, and I'm gonna merge these two down because I'm gonna set it as the background in Animation Assist. Now let's hit play and see how it looks. So that was going way too fast, so I had to slow it down in Animation Assist basically. And the way you can do that is by selecting each layer and clicking to either make it like 2 times as fast or 3 times as fast. Now you see it's a bit slowed down now. Now I'm moving the brush around and just doing it how I want the animation to go. The purple stuff that you're seeing right now is pretty much what I'm trying to do, is make it look like the paintbrush is painting across the screen right now. It's still a little bit too fast and a little bit too off to me, so I'm gonna go in again, Animation Assist, and draw out the layers a bit to make them longer or shorter. And voila, I think we have the finished look. And this is pretty much how I do my GIF animations. I just fly through them, so hopefully the next tutorial I'll be going a lot slower. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Bye!